All right, I would like to welcome everybody back to Keeping It Fucking Bute.
Keeping it Bute.
This is the 5th
Yeah,
episode.
episode cinco
Yes, and you know
for
I
my
love the
uptown
number
niggas.
5, so
Why you love the number 5?
you know I'm
You
riding
love the
that.
number 5. Yep.
I love the number 5. Even that's not my favorite number, but I love the number 5. I want to welcome everybody back.
What's your favorite number?
I think 14 probably only because that's like the day I was born.
On the 14th, yeah.
Yes. So I like the 14.
And it's actually dope. It means you're extra thorough, right? Watch this theory. This is real weird.
What?
But people think that 7 is like the number of completion, right? So if your favorite number is 14, that's 7 times 2, you double as thorough. You know what
Oh
I'm
shit!
saying? Right? See? Boom, boom,
You know,
boom.
I know this is why you was my motherfucking
Boom.
podcast
See, if you
husband
give me a
for
minute,
reason.
you know what I'm saying? I get
I
us
knew
there.
because you
yeah.
get me, you get me imp. You make my pussy wet. Like, you feel me?
Hey,
Like, it's just
That's all I'm
something-
here to do.
something about you that just make me tingle.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you tingling.
Okay, so guess what? The producer told me that it's over 50 countries that's listening to us.
Oh, international,
Yes,
huh?
into fucking national pussy
50
now.
countries is a lot.
International pussy.
IP.
I want to shout out all the countries, that's showing me love. And especially, everybody that's here in the United States that's showing me love. Especially because, I feel like, I know I grew up with not that much love,
Mhm.
of course not from family, but, from just, people around me, friends, people that is supposed to be friends. So it's just,
This a dope kind of love for you to get, though, because it's love based on your work. And I know this is some new shit for you, you know what I'm saying? So by you really throwing yourself in and seeing that sort of response, shit is encouraging. Shit. It makes you keep going, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
It makes you keep it beautiful.
Especially because, at all times, but especially because, the podcast has been number 1 for 4 weeks in a row.
Oh, word?
So that means we doing our damn thing.
Okay.
We doing
number
something
1.
right.
Shout out to that top spot.
Yes,
Number 1 is a
I'm
good
not-
place to be.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie. I think that I was so fidgety. Like if I don't get number 1, I wake up at 8:00 and I just keep checking it. And I'm like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. No, I keep checking it to make sure because I'm like, yo, I do not want to have to go on here and curse IG out.
Hell
Like
no.
I had hit Alex, Alex, I'm about to go on my Instagram and curse all my motherfucking followers out if I don't reach number 1.
The
She's
fuck
like,
is y'all doing?
what are y'all do? Wake up.
Just press play and mute the shit. Let it stream. What you
Wake
doing?
the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, wake up. Like, wake
Yeah.
up.
You got one job.
It's to wake up
Okay.
and listen to it.
That's what's up. So you in over 50. How many countries did you say?
They said 50 countries.
50 countries. That's a big
Yes.
deal. That's worldwide
They
shit.
even said countries like the Netherlands, France, Brazil, Ethiopia.
Lit.
That's
Lit.
different.
Yup.
Ethiopia?
Brazil is so beautiful.
Listen,
That means
okay,
they over
so
there.
I got my PO box right in my bio. Could everybody from these countries send me a magnet, please? Cause I
You-
collect magnets, and I want a fucking magnet from these countries that I haven't been in. Like,
When I come over there and see these 50 magnets on that fridge, man. when
I'm
I
not
tell
gonna
I'ma
lie to you.
die.
I have way more than 50 magnets right now because I went to every state in the United States
And
and
got
a few
a
different
magnet,
in a few
yeah.
different countries, and sometimes I went there twice.
What's your favorite magnet out of all the ones you got? And why?
You know what's so funny? I think my favorite magnet is a turtle one.
Mm.
And it's from Barbados.
Mm.
And it's not even the person that gave it to me because the person that gave it to me is not even important. Like,
Mhm.
it's just like a homegirl. But it's so cute. It dangles with other little turtles.
Oh, it's
and it's just
lit.
dangling. Yes, it's
I went
so
to the
cute.
Barbados and they did have a bunch of dope like little knickknacks and shit. We were getting ready to go on a boat excursion and I remember the people, the vendors were selling us shit right before we got on the boat. It was dope stuff though. So that's what's up. So you waiting on 50 magnets from your 50 countries that's
Yes,
listening.
I'm waiting on them.
Okay.
I will be expecting those. So earlier I went on my Instagram and I asked my supporters, what did y'all want me to talk about? So they gave me a few different ideas.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
I don't
and-
know about this, so this should be interesting.
Yes, this is new.
Yeah.
You didn't know. I
Uh-huh.
didn't prep you.
Surprise, surprise. I see. Okay.
So one of the things that they wanted me to speak about is my bartending experience in the club.
Okay. I gotta tell you, I'm even more interested in this because I saw Hustlers this weekend.
I didn't see it
And
yet.
yeah, and so the whole
I'm excited.
interminglings and the whole inner workings of the strip club, the dynamics between the bartenders and the dancers and all
Hmm.
that, I'm intrigued. So tell me
I definitely
everything.
want to watch I definitely want to go see the video, the movie. I just
Yeah.
haven't had time, and I be so sleepy. I be so tired.
Yeah.
But I guess they wanted to talk about like colorism. Like, did I experience, because I'm a black girl in the industry where it's populated by a lot of Spanish girls. And it's like, of course, I feel like a lot of people thought just because of who my friend was
Hmm.
that I used to get special treatment. But because who my friend was, these clubs did not fucking like me.
You keep saying that's the
Yes, they
reaction
did. They
you get.
didn't. Yeah, they did not. They did not like me. The only club that used to give me a chance was on Saturdays, Angels, and that was like my top club. I
Hmm.
worked only one day out the week, which was a Saturday, and I got into bartending only because I had to pay a lawyer fee. I
Mm.
had got snatched up by the feds, and I had to pay this lawyer $150,000. So I had to come up with fast money.
Hmm.
And I felt like, even though, my friends and family was offering to give me the money, I felt like, no, like I did this crime by myself. When I
Hmm.
scammed, I wasn't hitting y'all off. Like, you feel me?
Hmm.
So if I could come up with this bread, I'm going to come up with this bread. If I need y'all in the long run to have my back,
It's good
cool.
to know y'all there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you feel me? Good to come and be like, all right, listen, I came up with 100, I need 50.
Yeah.
Or, I came up with this much, give me 20.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm good. I got this. You feel me? And I came up with all that shit on my own. So
Yep.
I basically felt like I was shaking his ass behind the bar,
Doing it. You had to
doing
do
my
it.
fucking thug dizzle. I was doing my thing, baby.
So this colorism conversation is interesting when it comes to the I guess the way it works inside the strip clubs or whatever. Talk to us about that. Like, what's
So
the
it's like
difference
this.
when it comes to bartenders and
Okay.
bar girls specifically?
Cause
Bottle
okay,
girl.
so
What is it? Is it?
I feel like it's because, like, basically it's how you look. Remember I told you, before I got lipo, I used to make a certain amount. After,
Mm-hmm.
I got more. The only reason these clubs wanted me and still wants me is because of who I could bring in. They know I
Mm-hmm.
could bring in a lot of celebrities. They know I could bring in a lot of money. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
understand? But other than that, if it was just on my looks, they would not accept me because they don't care. What attracts money is these Spanish girls that have their bodies done because they attract Spanish men. And Spanish men spend more money than black men in the clubs.
Okay.
If
Wait.
you're,
Wait. 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 Wait.
I'm telling you.
So what do you mean Spanish men? Per your experience when you've
From
been
my
in these
from my
clubs, yeah.
experience, I could have an empty bar because
Mm-hmm.
most of my people would not come until 2, 3 o'clock. All the Spanish guys will walk right past me and stand before they sit at my bar because I'm black. They will stand. Like, if all the Spanish girls bars is taken, like the stools, and there was nowhere to sit, these motherfuckers would stand. And from my experience in the strip club, when a black man comes, right, and he be like, oh, let me get a bottle, and I be like 200. Yo, I can't get it for 150. You understand? Which is cool because I do the same thing. I try to talk down numbers in the supermarket, knowing that these shits is not going down. Like, you feel me? If milk is one something, it's one something, boy. I be like, come on, you can't give it to me for $1.
Yeah.
Like, like, I understand. But when it comes to like, when it comes to Spanish guys, they're either gonna pay it or they're not because they want to look like they the plug.
So
You understand?
so what you're saying is based on your experience, you've seen less of an attempted negotiation from like
Yes,
Spanish
of
gentlemen that
course.
come in the bar.
And of course, I feel like black girls, you have to get your body done. You have to have a certain look. I'm sorry.
In order to see, yeah.
In order to work in these clubs, in
Mhm.
order for the managers and the people who own these clubs to get you to come in here, you have to have your body done. There's certain clubs who will not take you unless you have your body done. Like, you understand? And of course, it's expensive to really get your body done the right way. These Spanish motherfuckers, they know where the fuck to go. Like, you
Mhm.
feel me? They got the
Mhm.
hookups. It's done in their country.
Mhm.
So they know where to go to get it done right. And they know where to go so that it's less expensive. So, and people don't like to see other people eat. So they're never going to go and tell them, oh, yo, I got it here. You could get it here for cheap. They don't want to see nobody else eat. They don't want to see nobody else better than them. So, of course, they're not going to let the black girls know, you feel me, where to get this done at and stuff like that. So I just feel like a lot of girls ask me for advice, like, oh, how can I get in the strip club? Bitch, you gotta have a lot of fucking followers. You gotta have your own clientele because people will not come to your bar. I done seen girls who's the baddest bitches who got like 10K, 20K followers on Instagram and their bar is empty. Niggas will not sit down just because they're tired. Like, no, they're not spending no money on you. They don't want to spend money with you. They don't know you. You have to have your own clientele and you have to look the part.
So do you think because there's been such an oversaturation of I guess people who have elected to have certain body enhancements done, right?
Mhm.
You think that that's now become the norm and what the expected look
Inside the
is.
strip clubs,
Yeah,
yes.
inside the
And
strip
yes, it's
clubs.
definitely the look. And
That's the norm
yeah,
now.
it's the
Yeah.
normal. Like, it's normal for every girl who works in the strip club to have your body done. And I honestly feel like nobody's body's perfect. Even if you have your body done. If you have a perfect body, that means your ass stink, your breasts stink, you
Yeah.
got 11 toes.
Something
You
else is
understand?
fucked
Something
up.
is wrong because nobody's body is completely perfect.
I wonder then, does that mean that girls who I guess have I want to say natural body, but I don't know if that's the correct way to refer to it, right?
Yeah, natural
Girls
body.
who have a body girls who have not had, any enhancements
Hmm.
done. I wonder if, since that makes them rare in the club, does that mean that they will pop? You know what I'm saying? Since because they look different from everybody else.
I don't know because I seen girls who have natural bodies in the strip club, and it's not like they're not making money,
Hmm.
but
But it don't compare to what, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I can't say because I really just really don't be paying them no no attention like
You was
that.
focused when you was in
Yeah,
that
I
bitch,
be
yeah.
paying, my own attention to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
But I know a few girls who got like natural bodies. Like, for instance, when I had no lipo and I had a natural body, like I was bartending for like 6 months with a natural body, and I used to make like 3,000, 4,000, which is not bad a night. But
Hmm.
then when I started making 8,000, 10,000, it's like, whoa, big difference. Like,
Hmm.
you understand? All cause I got like a little 3 inches taken out this waist. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. But I just feel like, I honestly personally feel like nobody's completely happy with their body. And bitches who bash girls who got their body done is because you can't afford it. That's basically what like, you understand? Because who doesn't want to change something on them as a female? Like, we're so self-conscious, we nitpick about everything on us. Like, you understand? Like, so it's like, who wouldn't want to? You gonna tell me deep down inside, if you had the bread and you was able to still be comfortable, you're not gonna change something?
And if you are secure in
Like,
whatever
come on,
your
stop
body
lying. You change
is,
your hair every time.
then it seems to me like you wouldn't even feel the need to be so vocal about how much
Yeah,
you can't
about
stand when other girls do it.
exactly. Like, oh my God, you not natural, plastic this, plastic that. It's like, why it doesn't even matter?
It's your body.
It's your fucking body. Like, it's my body. Why do you care?
To me,
Like,
that's the easiest way to identify somebody that's a hater.
yeah,
Like, you
it's like when
barking.
people always talk about why do I have a bun? Because it's the easiest thing that I could put in my hair, and
And
it's
because you like
it's
it.
my hair
Yeah.
though. That's what the thing is. The
Yeah.
difference is this is my hair. I don't have to put a weave in and change it every 2 weeks when I have hair.
Yep.
So if I feel like putting it in a bun, it's gonna be in a bun. If I feel like not brushing it, I'm not gonna brush it because it's mine. Like, this is mine.
People be asking you about your bun. It's like a signature
Listen,
style for you.
listen. You know how much people talk so much shit about my bun when it's like this. Me, and it's so funny because I have such soft hair because I never perm my hair, but my hair
Hmm.
is so soft. I guess because of what I'm mixed with and whatnot.
Okay.
It's so soft that weave, braids, all that stuff pull out my hair.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna lose hair to impress y'all. You understand? I'm never gonna sit there
And end
and
up
feel
worse in the end.
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna sit there and feel like, you know what? I'm gonna change my
Your
hairstyles. I'm gonna
ponytail
do this.
starting right
I'm
here
gonna
and
do that.
shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm never
Got a sunroof and
got a
shit.
got
You
a
know what
whole
I'm saying?
six
Yeah.
forehead
Drop
type shit.
top
Like,
ponytail and
exactly.
shit. Like,
I'm never gonna change. I'm never gonna
yeah.
sit there and feel like, you know what? Let me get my hair done. Let me do this. Let me do that because people talk so much shit. No, because then I'm going to end up bored-headed like your same hoes that's talking shit. And I don't got time to be looking bored-headed like y'all bored-headed crusty lip hoes. Like, I don't got time for it. Like,
For real.
so if I got to have a bun, that's what the fuck I'm going to do because guess what? I still have hair.
Yeah, you want
Period.
to ultimately you cool with how your hair is, like you
Yes,
like your hair.
I like my fucking
That's
bun.
the
It's the
confidence
easiest
that
shit.
them barking bitches need. The ones that's hating on the girls that have decided to make certain changes. They need to find that sort of confidence. Like, why aren't you comfortable with whatever it is that you have going on?
Facts, 100%. One of the other things people spoke about,
Oh
right? That
shit.
asked me, one girl asked me, so basically to explain how men want bills to be 50-50, but they're not trying to split the household duties 50-50. So I'm kind of, with this, it's kind of different for me because I don't experience that. Like, I don't experience no man who wants to split the bills 50-50. Like, no. Like, you understand? They pay the majority of the big bills and I cover the little bills. Like, that's how I grew up. Like, my
Mm-hmm.
mom would cover, like, the lights,
Mhm.
The cable. My father would pay the mortgage,
Mhm.
and anytime that my father didn't have it, my mom had the backup.
Mhm.
But my mom did the household duties. It was never my father that's cleaning up and washing the bathtubs and stuff like that, like cleaning the showers. Like, yeah, my father could cook, so he'll cook sometimes, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how to speak on this because it's like split household duties.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, it's 2019, so things are kind of different now. In society, a lot of mothers are working full time. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? A lot of fathers sometimes stay home. Maybe the wife has the better job or whatever.
Yeah, that's great, but
All
then
sorts of
but then these bills wouldn't be 50-50. The bills would be on her.
well, yeah, and that's a way. That's one way to look at it. But a lot of people feel like I don't know. A lot of people feel like it just needs to be an even, I guess, buy-in from both partners. And there's a lot of people who find it to be less stressful if everything is literally a 50-50 split. Like we just know that everything we do is 50-50 split. Now, me personally, I come from my parents are still married to this day, right?
Listen, let me tell y'all something, motherfuckers. Ain't
I
no 50-50 split with this pussy.
see you, and
Uh-uh.
that's the thing is, people have to do what works for them. I come from a background where like my father took care of shit, and my
Exactly.
mama still worked. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
My mother still worked that was her money.
But I've also encountered some I know some women today
Hmm.
who don't want their husband to take all the financial responsibility in the household. They almost feel they're almost offended by someone suggesting that they need the help or want the help, whatever the fuck. So today
I,
it's
f- I, f-
pretty. It's
I
so
feel
many
like
different
this. I feel
views.
like this. I don't
Hmm.
need. I would like. I have not needed a nigga in a long
It's
time.
about
To
what you're
you
comfortable
understand? I
with.
have not needed a person in a long time to take care of my bills, regardless with you, without you. Bills is gonna get paid.
Yeah.
But I do feel that if we're living together, you are supposed to pay the majority or the more expensive or put in more of the bills because it's like this. Say if I have a boyfriend and he's paying the rent
Yeah.
or paying half the rent, I'm still buying the groceries. I'm still paying the cable bill.
Yeah.
I'm still paying electricity. I still got car payments. Well, not me, but I still got, car
There's
payments,
still obligations.
still
Yeah.
insurance. I'm still cleaning the
All that
bathtub.
shit still got to be taken
I'm
care of.
still I'm doing everything. I'm actually kind of doing more than. Like, you understand? I
Yeah.
just feel like, yeah, of course, like it's times that when I go out, I cover the bill and it's sometimes when he covers the bill. But I don't feel like it should be 50-50. No, I feel like as a man, you're supposed to do a little more. I don't hold the door open for you. You hold the door
Mm.
open for me when we walk in, right? If we're going inside of a car or we're going inside of a restaurant, I'm not the one holding the door open for you.
Hmm.
You're the man. You have to hold this door open for me, right? You have to take that extra step. There's no 50-50. 60-40, I could do that.
So you willing to budge a little bit.
Yeah. But I ain't doing 50-50.
I don't know. I just think it's different for everybody. Me personally, I would want to run my shit. So like I would just take care of that if it was me and somebody was living with me. I just feel more comfortable being like just handling that. It makes me feel good. It makes my ego feel good to be able to say I took care of all this shit. I paid the rent. I paid this. Did that. I don't know. So it's just
Yeah,
different.
it does.
It's different.
It does.
As a man, I'm saying it makes
Oh
me
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
you know what I
Of course,
mean.
like as a man, but I just feel like me as a female, if you're staying with me, or even if we're in a relationship, I'm not saying pay every month, but you should pay sometimes,
That's a
motherfucker.
love
Help me
language.
out. Like,
Some
yeah,
people, that's
like,
the way they feel like that's how you express how much you care about me. Like you want me
mm-hmm.
to be straight. You want me to have somewhere to stay and be good. So that's a lot of people's love. Maybe that's just your love language. You want your nigga to express it that way.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Ain't
Like I
nothing wrong with
just,
that.
that's just how I feel towards that. I don't feel like
I do want to talk about the chores though.
yeah,
Like
like
you
I
said, you
don't yeah,
don't
that's what I'm
like.
saying. I don't
Yeah.
feel like he should have to, like, even though he would,
Mhm.
but I don't feel like that should be something that he has to do, like as far as, like, say if I cook, you wash the dishes, yeah. But I don't feel like you should be having to clean the bathroom, make up the bed, clean all this. I don't feel you should have to do all that if you're helping me out with bills. Like,
Mhm.
and if you helping me out with rent and stuff like that. Like, I really do feel like I feel like women are cleaner than men. So and in my house I feel like I want certain things certain ways. So I need to put it certain ways.
Yeah.
How you feel?
I mean, like my mom taught my parent. Like I said, I grew up with my mom and my dad in the house. I got two sisters and a brother, and like my mom taught me and my brother how to cook. You know what I'm saying? We cleaned up growing up. So I've always been a person who, like, I like a clean house. So I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, making sure that all that shit is straight. But if you have someone that you're living with, to me, then it becomes a partnership. And you should want this motherfucker to be clean as much as I do. So it really shouldn't ever be an issue of who's cleaning up. It should kind of just get done. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something needs to be done and you see it, you should be able to just clean it up. And then it's not like a that's your job and that's
Yeah, of
my
course.
job
I don't
type
feel.
shit.
Yeah, I don't feel like it should just be a my job thing. But I
Yeah,
do feel
like
like, for instance, it's times where I leave out and the motherfucker, you feel me? He makes the bed. He'll
yeah,
clean this. He clean. You understand certain things.
yeah,
So it's like not she. He ain't gonna be like, oh nah, that's her job.
yeah.
She
That's
gonna
the
make.
shit that I'm
Hell no,
like,
like
nah,
nah. It's
like
not no Pacific job. But
let's
I just feel
just
like
yeah.
yeah, it's not no certain person has to do this. Hell fucking no. Like no, I don't think that
And it
at
depends
all.
on what makes you happy, because I like to make the person that I'm dating or fucking around with feel good and feel like they being taken care of. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't have a problem, you know what I'm saying, taking care of certain responsibilities. Just
That's
like
true.
you like to feel like, you know what I'm saying, the nigga loves you and cares enough about you to take care of them kind of major responsibilities if y'all
Hmm.
in the same household. I think it's all about like what your preference is, like what
And
you
who
like.
you with,
Yeah,
and
especially
like
who you with.
who's making more money.
Especially that's another thing
Yeah,
too.
all that comes into play. Who's making more? I would never want me to be making more money than you, and I'm making you pay all the top bills. You
Yeah,
understand? That's
yeah,
fucked up now.
yeah.
Like that's not love. Like so it does all that does come into play. Like if I feel like nah, like I'm making way more money than him, I'm not gonna want him to spend his little coins. You feel me?
That's
Like
hard for a lot
yeah,
of
I feel like
people.
that relationship it wouldn't be good. It'd be a fucked up relationship because that's how a lot of people break up. It's over bills. It's over
Yeah,
finance.
finances, hell
Yes,
yeah.
finances is a big thing. Like so another person, right?
hmm I
Um,
like this. What all these? They've been talking some shit in your
yes,
inbox.
another person wrote like they wanted to like know ways of making money, and I feel like
What they mean? What do they mean? They want to know ways of making money. Oh, ways of making money. Okay, yeah, yeah, right.
okay, I just feel like this. It's so much different ways to make money that I don't accept brokenness.
Okay,
I don't accept it. You could sell your ass. You could sell your pussy. You could sell your nigga.
what if it ain't no good? What if ain't neither one of them no good?
Listen. It doesn't matter if
What
it's
that
no
mouth do?
good. Yes, what they mouth do, what they ears do, titty fuck. You feel me? I'm not telling you go sell your pussy, but I'm just saying there's so much ways. Like there's the crooked ways too, and then
Yeah,
there's other ways like getting a job. Like it's times that I done worked in Wingstop. I worked in Target.
yeah,
I worked in Sky High, which is like
yeah.
a Sky Zone type of thing.
hmm
You feel me? But it's in Staten Island. I worked in so many jobs. Like I was working and bartending at the same time. It's just I'm so low key. People didn't know that I also had a job. There's ways to make fucking money. Like there's ways that I ain't gonna speak about. And then there's
Yeah,
fucking ways that you could actually get money out here. Like be creative.
yeah.
Me, I do a face mask that I always did on myself, right? One day my friends is like, oh, you should sell it. Every single time that I think about selling this and I sell it, it sells out. You understand? People who know how to do lashes or people who know how to just come up with something. What are
A
you good at?
skill.
If you're good
Yeah,
at cooking, why don't you try selling the plates that you cook?
yeah.
You understand? If you're good at baking, why don't you try selling it?
People are
Like,
scared sometimes, Star. They
they,
feel they
I don't
feel
understand.
intimidated by failure. A lot of times, people the potential, and you different like that, right? And we're alike like that.
Yeah,
Like I'm not.
I
I don't have
don't,
that fight or that
I
fear.
don't feel.
What do they call it? Fight or flight. I don't have
I
that.
don't feel.
Yeah,
There's no failure in me.
yeah,
Like I don't feel. That's why I just feel like everything that I want to do, I accomplish it. And I guess because I have that mindset, that's what happens because I don't fail at stuff. Like I can't remember the last time that I failed.
yeah.
Like like at something that I wanted to do that I'm putting my everything into.
You're really applying
Yes, like I'm putting
yourself to
everything
yeah
into it. Everything I'm
to
putting everything
ensure that it'll
into
be a
it, and it
success. Yeah,
fails. Nah, like I don't I have never experienced that. So it's like I feel like that's something that you have to have a mindset for. Like to fail, you're not even supposed to think about that.
I agree. But
Like
it's so wild that people allow that to stop them from getting started with things. That's what a lot of people say. They just were scared that it wasn't going to work.
I wanna address this one, but I want to send it to you. So somebody asks, how do you soften up and being mushy in a relationship while being tough in the streets? That was a female.
Okay. um, damn. I,
It's so funny because I feel like I'm mushy. I feel like I'm mushy. Do you feel like I'm mushy?
No,
What?
I don't feel like you're mushy.
You don't feel I'm mushy?
No, I just think that
What?
I think that when you,
No. Why am I not mushy?
because I think that you reserve, I think that you are very strategic with where you pour your emotions in, right? And I think that's a great tool to have. And I think that once you feel like you can trust a person with like your emotions, you don't have no problem showing like feelings and being
Yeah,
mushy.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm mushy.
That don't make you mushy. See, mushy people just be like,
Oh, mushy from the jump?
yeah,
Oh, no.
dog,
Oh,
yeah,
no, bitch.
yeah.
No, bitch. No, bitch. Okay, I feel like I
Exactly.
feel like if I love you or if I like you, I'm very mushy. I'm very overprotective.
Yeah.
Especially if you my friend too. Like I'm just
Yeah.
over, like I'm that friend that is like today earlier when you was liking everybody Instagram. I'm just like,
Yes.
no, you
I got
cannot like
checked, y'all.
you cannot like people Instagram. Do you know who you are? You're my podcast husband. They cannot just be getting all this love from you. I'm very overprotective with everybody that I
Lily
surround
was like,
myself.
you was in full conversation. You was like,
Yes,
hold
I
on,
had to
hold on.
stop.
What are you? Do you know who?
Do you know who you are? You was like, no, who?
Like, what you talking about?
Like, what do you
What
do you mean? Who do you know who I am? You're my fucking podcast husband. You cannot just be liking people's shit.
Like, no
So,
double tapping.
Yes,
huh?
no double fucking tapping.
Okay.
But I feel like I don't know, like I feel like I'm kind of rough. I'm rough, but I don't feel I'm rough. I feel like
I
I'm
don't
not
think
friendly.
you're rough.
I feel like I'm not friendly. That's the thing. That's the difference. Like I feel like it's friendly bitches and then there's not friendly bitches. There's friendly niggas and then there's not friendly niggas. Prime example.
Yeah.
And I hope that this motherfucker listens to this because this shit pissed me the fuck off.
Run it.
So yesterday, I'm in Green Acres Mall, right?
Mhm.
It's about to close. You feel me? It's like 7 o'clock. It's about to close. And I'm in Victoria's Secret. No, I'm in Pink, matter of fact, getting some bras because I feel like pink bras look cuter than Victoria's Secret bras. Victoria's Secret bras look like grandma bras. You feel me? I need some color and spice in my bras. So I went to Pink and I'm standing on the line. And this motherfucker is smiling at me. So I'm just like, all right, whatever, cool. So he's like, oh, what's poppin', homie? I'm like, what's poppin'? I'm regular. You feel me? Cool. So then he touches me.
Oh no.
He touches my arm. Listen, I have so much love for everybody who has love for me, but don't touch me. Like, that's just one thing that I'm just not accepting is the touching. I don't care if you're a female. I don't care. Unless I go to embrace you in a hug or something, don't touch me. So the nigga touched my arm and was like, what you doing here by yourself?
See.
Like, but he touched my arm.
See.
So I looked at my arm, like, where his hand is, and just looked at him. And I said, you know me from somewhere? He was like, you from the star or something? I'm like, no, motherfucker. I'm asking because you touching me. Why are you touching me? And he's like, oh, my bad. I just feel like I'm not a friendly person. I feel like other girls would have not even paid that no mind. But because I'm so not friendly and I don't ever want anybody to take anything the wrong way, because I've been through so much in life with niggas where I could have a conversation and because I'm looking you in your eye, now I want to fuck you. Like, no, bitch. That's how I have a conversation. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm supposed to do? Look at your chin?
Right.
Like,
or look down at the ground like I'm scared of
like,
you.
what the fuck am I supposed to look at your chest? Like, no, I'm going to look you in your eyes when I'm speaking. So I feel like I'm just not a friendly person. Like, I don't feel like I'm so extra crazy tough. I'm just not friendly. You know, like, I'm
Well,
me.
I think that, like, number one, he shouldn't have touched you.
Right.
Because y'all were strangers.
Yeah.
And if a stranger touch you, you don't know what they're going to touch you for. So you automatically, your guard goes up.
And then I'm so big on
Personal space.
No, that too, but I'm big on auras and like I feel like
Energy and
bad
shit,
energy is
yeah.
bad aura. Like I feel like if people be like, when people be like, oh yeah, your hair looks so nice, I be like, praying to God because for all I know, you could be trying to wish, bad things on my hair. Like I don't know, I just feel like everybody doesn't have good intentions. So he touched me, Dustin.
Oh no.
I was
What
so
the fuck
mad.
did he do that shit for?
I was like, you know me, like.
And I think when people do shit like that too, sometimes, and maybe this is where I have a bad attitude, right? But I just think that, like, for real, Star, like, I think that sometimes people do shit like that to test you,
Right?
or to try to see if you gonna let little shit rock, if you the type of person who speak up for yourself.
Don't fucking touch me.
I have a hard time with, you know what I'm saying, with that moment.
And that's how
I'm really trying, yeah.
That's how I feel too, because I
Yeah.
feel like because of who I am, I can't go anywhere without, people wanting pictures and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with it. But just don't cross the boundaries. Like, you understand? Like, one girl even was like, come here, take my... Wait, what? who you talking to? Because fuck all this fake celebrity status that I got. Bitch, you could
Don't be
hug my
talking to me
fucking
like that.
nuts.
Yeah,
Like, you
for
feel me? You
real.
could have these nuts on your forehead.
That's
You got
disrespectful.
you got me fucked up. Like, point blank, period. Like, I'm not obligated to do anything with anybody.
The
Like,
internet has ruined it for
yes.
celebrities
Yes,
when it
I
comes
really
to
feel
them
like
being
people
respected.
does not care about personal space because they feel like, oh, you're a celebrity. What do you expect? I expect to make music, to make hits, or I expect to be an actor.
Yeah.
I don't expect that if I'm not in the mood to take a picture that I'm bashed, or if I don't want your camera in my face is a problem. Certain stuff like that. It's just like, oh my God. Like,
They got the game fucked up. Life is not the comment section, my nigga. Like,
I was so upset.
yeah.
I was so upset. I was talking about it all day.
Yeah.
I just was telling everybody.
Yeah.
I
I
was
hope he
telling
learned
everybody.
a lesson. We know he didn't.
Like,
But I hope
don't
he learned a
fucking touch
lesson.
me.
Like, why would you do that shit? And then you know what, Star? I think he was trying it.
He was
I'm gonna tell you
trying
why.
it, right?
Because for him to say to you, why you here by yourself? Why are you worried about me being by myself? And what does
First
that
of all,
mean? Why are you even thinking about harm and threats
I'm
in connection
everywhere
to me?
by my motherfucking self, nigga. The fuck, like, and I'm like,
Why your mind even
I
on
could-
my
that-
safety?
exactly. I couldn't even think about answering that. My only thing was, do we know each other? Like, do you know me?
As it
We know
fucking
each
should have
other?
been, Star.
And he's like, oh, you from the stop? No, I'm not from the stop. I'm from fucking Canarsie, but I'm not asking that. I'm asking, do you know me? Because you're touching me. Why are you touching me? And he's like, oh, my bad. Yeah, you're bad. You're wilding.
Don't
fucking
worry about
touch
if I'm
me.
by myself. And how you
Yeah.
know I'm by myself? Just because
And
you
it's
don't
so
see nobody
it's
next
so,
to me,
it's
nigga.
so funny because
You
I
don't know
wasn't.
who on the
I
other
wasn't by myself.
You see what I'm
But
saying?
it's a simple fact that it's like, and I had to give the nigga the eye, like, don't worry about it, just chill. He
Yeah.
good. Don't make a scene. You feel me? I can't handle police contact, but don't
That's how
fucking
people
touch
get
me.
fucked up, for real.
Yeah, like, what's
You
wrong
think
with
I'm
you?
by myself,
You
my
think I'm by
nigga.
myself because I'm standing on this line by myself, but I'm really not by myself, motherfucker. But I'm usually always by myself. But
I
I
don't
wasn't.
like that
I
kind of
wasn't.
shit.
That shit irked me because I really feel like he was trying me. I feel like a lot of
Yup.
niggas try you. You feel
Yeah.
me? Because they want to see it. They could go back to their friends and be
Yup.
like, yeah, I was on her. She was on me. And it's like, no, motherfucker, I'm not on nobody. Nobody.
And
Like,
people want to see what they can get away with, how far they can go with you type shit. I don't like
and
that.
I'm such not the friendly person. Anybody who ever meet me, like any guy, like I never had a boyfriend who worried about other niggas.
Yeah.
Never, because they know, like, Star's mean. Like, you feel me? I'm very, very, especially to niggas, I'm more mean to niggas than females because I feel like y'all motherfuckers be trying me.
Yeah.
And I'm the right one.
Yeah.
Like, y'all motherfuckers be thinking that it's easy. No, boo-boo. This ain't easy, poom poom. Sorry. Next.
Okay, so did we even answer this question? What was the question? How do you be?
don't know. How did-
They wanted to know
Okay,
how
yes,
are
yes,
you
yes.
more?
Okay.
How
Okay,
to
so
be
how
more,
can you be, I'm pushing this towards you.
Okay.
They wanted to know, how can you soften up and being mushy in a relationship while still being tough in the streets? That's what the girl wants to know.
All right. Well, first of all, bless your heart for trying to figure life out. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you even asked. Second of all, I mean that should just be the difference is when you're in the streets, those are complete strangers, right? So you recognize people as that, and you treat them as if they're strangers. You have certain defenses that are up. You try to be predictive of their behavior, see it coming before it happens. You know, you move a certain way when you're around people you don't know and can't trust. If you're in a relationship, I sincerely hope you can trust your boyfriend or husband or whatever. So it should be cool for you to kind of relax and allow yourself to express, you know, good feelings and
I just
love
felt
and
this was a
shit.
stupid ass question because if I love you or if I like you, my feelings is gonna show regardless. It doesn't matter how tough I am. My feelings is
Yeah.
gonna show because that's something you can't hide. Like, you know, if you feeling this person, why would you want to hide your mushy side or hide how you feel for them? Plus, it's like,
What the
when
fuck
I'm in
does
the
your
streets,
relationship have to do
yeah,
with
like
the street?
I'm trying to figure out what do you and him be doing because
What's the
when I'm in the
correlation?
streets,
Yeah, like
we don't do the same thing that I do when I'm in a relationship. So it's two different type of ball games. It's two different type of situations.
it's
It's
not
like,
even a consideration. Like
yeah,
this
like
is
this
two
is a
completely
relationship.
different
This is
interactions.
motherfuckers that I don't know, or
Yeah.
this is motherfuckers that I'm not sleeping with. Like, you feel me? Your dick ain't going at me, so I don't have that type of connection with you. So I'm confused. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave
So
this
you
one to
send
you.
me the bullshit.
Yeah, I had to leave that one with you.
Not that your question is bullshit. That's not what I meant. That's what I meant, but
It's
that's not what I
that's
meant.
what you meant.
Like, you know.
That's what you meant. It's okay. It's all right. Um.
I hope you got that though.
So another question is they wanted to talk about children that
Hmm.
are lost and abused in the corrupt state system.
What about them? What about them? You know what I'm saying? The thing about shit like that is there are trained professionals who have spent time to get the training and education they need to handle shit like that. We don't have the range. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make it our damn self. So I feel bad for those
No, no.
children.
Okay,
I
listen. So
feel
I
bad
have
for
a
them.
better answer than Dustin.
I'm just saying, like, get the right help so you
Okay,
can. You know what
so
I'm saying?
I don't know that many, but I met one female when I was locked up that was in like a lot of different foster cares, and that's
Mm.
why she turned to doing what she was doing and stuff.
To probably
And
be able to survive and take care
yes,
of herself.
and I feel like I don't know what could we do, because just like you're right, they're trained professionals, but I do feel like some people get power hungry. Some people's put in
Oh
positions
yeah,
that they need to not be positioned in.
and
I
make
feel like
yeah,
you see how they have secret shoppers that
yeah,
go around and see if people stealing.
yep.
They probably need to have secret workers, like not
Kids
even work,
like
secret
actors
kids.
come in
Yes, like
as
yes,
patients
yes,
or
secret.
not patients, but
But
as
like
yeah.
yes, like secret little kids that's gonna come in and let y'all see and let y'all know really what it is in these
That's actually a
like
great
yes, I was
idea.
thinking about that, like maybe they need to sit there and put people that will spy and see if this is the right place, if these kids is being treated right, and if these kids is eating, because they always have the ACS workers who come in and the people social workers who come in and look to see if it's food in the refrigerator and stuff like that. That doesn't mean they're eating it. You understand? Like
You
they
have
could
to
be
look
eating
deeper.
oatmeal one time
Yeah,
a day
it could
and
be some
survive.
precious shit going on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I feel like maybe, something like that could be put in effect. Not that, people's gonna listen to me because I'm not that big yet, but
baby,
hopefully
they listen to you in
one
over
day.
50 countries. They listening to
Hopefully
you.
one day.
So I think like we said, there's people who are put in positions to handle shit like that. I just want the best for them motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Me too.
and I hope everybody's getting the help that they need. And it's a damn shame that we can't fully trust the system to run the way that it should to help those children out. But
Okay, so I wanted to get into like a little bit of news that they have going on. So Takashi 69 is supposed to be, testifying against former gang affiliates in a upcoming trial. And I say that to say it's a lot of people that not a lot of people. There's a lot of rappers who will claim a gang for rap clout. And it's not only him. He's not the only person that's
hmm
out here rapping that's, claiming a gang just for some type of clout.
hmm
Like, like of course he's a bozo, but I feel they're bozos too. Like, like and it affects me because I feel like I'm a person who I'm trying to get out this life. And y'all trying to get in? Like, you understand how corny is that? Especially for you to be a certain age trying to get in. Like, I turned
hmm
this when you feel me, was young as fuck.
Y'all heard this first episode.
Yes, I turned this when I was young as fuck. So it's like, why would you try to do something that people who's in it are trying to get out of it, honestly? Like, you understand what I'm trying to have a better life for myself. I'm trying to make better decisions. But y'all motherfuckers is playing with this shit. And this is something I put my life on the line
hmm
for. I done been shot at. I done been almost stabbed. I done faced jail time. I could still be in the future facing an indictment. Who knows? You
hmm
understand? Like, my
hmm
life is literally on the line for shit that y'all playing with.
hmm
Y'all playing with this shit.
It's a tricky conversation, and you hear a lot of people who have a personal connection to different affiliations. You know, you hear them say a lot of the things that you just said. And if you're a person who's smart and who does a little bit of research and understands how certain organizations were formed and where they started, you see that different things that they're associated with are not even what it was started about. It was started to empower different communities. It was
Mm-hmm.
started to offer resources to underserved communities, and empower them through forming a group of organizations. So the fact that certain people are aligning themselves with certain names of organizations just for clout
That
or to
shit. That
pick
shit.
out the worst
That shit is
parts
so
of what people
exact.
associated with,
Like it's so upsetting for people to not
it's
even. Yes,
disrespectful.
it's so upsetting for people not to even know. Like, a lot of people be like, "Oh, why did you do this? Why did you do that?" I know a lot of people who this is all they have. This is
Mm-hmm.
the only family or sense of a family
Mm-hmm.
that they
Mm-hmm.
have. This is the only people who, when Christmas comes around, birthday comes around, their kids' birthdays come around, is providing gifts and helping them out. And when they don't have nowhere to stay, offering them somewhere to stay. Like, so to some people, this is family. You understand?
Hell yeah.
So don't question what the fuck somebody else is doing unless it's affecting you. Unless it's affecting me, I don't care what you do.
But see, what's crazy is the family element. That's not the shit that they want to claim certain sets for. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They see that and see that
Of
kind of
course.
support, and that's what they want to claim.
Of course, it's not
They want
that. It's
to
clout.
attach to the
It's
negative
clout.
things or to the things that people
And then when shit come like now, and the shit bites you in the ass.
look at what's happening.
With Tekashi, you want a fucking rat.
Look
you
at
feel
what's
me? Like
happening.
when shit bites you in the fucking ass. No, my nigga, be that same gangster you was portraying to be. Hold it down 10 toes. You feel me? Like you was pretending to be. At the end of the day, I don't care what these motherfuckers did to you, tried to do to you. Hold it down. You feel me? You a gangster. Handle that shit in the street.
Apparently, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that, to me, the shame that you would feel just being considered a rat. I mean, I read the article, and he's like snitching.
He has no. Why would he have any type of shame? Like he's not no. Anybody who knows him knows that he's not no street nigga. Like he's not. He's not a person who has pride. You feel me? Like he doesn't have no shame. There's no shame in his game.
So how does that? So how do you handle? Because I know there's certain things about my life that when I see people attach themselves to certain, I guess, labels or different things, I feel it's so disrespectful, I should say, to my personal journey and path and different struggles I've had. So how do you feel when you see people attach themselves to names of different organizations that you have an understanding of?
I just feel like
for reasons like this.
I just feel like it's upsetting, and on top of it, it's not what it used to be. Like gangbanging is not what it used to be. It's not the same loyalty. Anybody could do it. Anybody could be it now. Anybody could pay their way in. And it never used to be like that. Like, you understand? Like, I'm from the era where niggas was scared to walk down certain blocks wearing certain colors. You understand? So I just feel like everything changes. Even the way we communicate. Like, remember back in the day, niggas had flip phones. Before, niggas ain't have no phones. Now niggas got touch phones. So, of course, gangs and different things is going to change. Everything involves, everything changes. I just feel like it's very upsetting because, like I said, I'm over here trying to get out. I'm over here trying to better myself and do things positively, in a positive light, in a positive way. And these motherfuckers are claiming something that I put my life on the line for years for clout. That shit don't even pay your bills. Like, what? Like, you doing this shit for clout? And it's upsetting because it makes me see where niggas' loyalty is. Because why are people around you even accepting that? Why are the real niggas who's real gangbangers who really know how it is and what it's supposed to be and what protocol is allowing you to do that? They're clout chasing also. They're okay with the clout chasing. They're okay with you doing things. Like, I remember before all this stuff happened with Tekashi, I used to go to all the niggas that he's ratting on and be like, why y'all got this nigga around? Y'all know he not tough. Y'all know he not really blood. But he's shining light on us. He putting us on. We in videos. Y'all worried about videos and putting y'all on? So it's like, you just see where you learn where niggas' heart is at. You learn where niggas' mind is at. You learn where niggas' loyalty is at. You learn all that by sitting back and watching. It's like, oh, good, you showed me a hand. I'm glad you showed me a hand because you let me know what type of nigga you are to even accept something like that. It's like, I would never accept the rat. I had a close friend who used to come see me. I knew for years, who used to come see me in prison and everything. And once I found out that she ratted, I cut her off like a drop of a dime. No questions asked. I tolerates no rats. I tolerates certain stuff I just don't tolerate. So therefore, if you tolerate a rat, you a rat. If you tolerate a bitch ass nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. You feel me? That's just how I feel. So I feel like all these people that I see that's around, all these different celebrities that's tolerating certain things that's not supposed to be tolerated, it just lets me know what type of person you are. You show me your hand. This is chess, not checkers. You feel me? I know who to use as a pawn, and I know who not to use.
Yeah.
And y'all motherfuckers, I wouldn't even put on my board because y'all some bitch-made niggas. Y'all can't protect me. Y'all can't even be my pawns. Y'all in it for self.
And look what happens when the shit hits the fan.
Exactly.
Something to think about, though. I wonder what that felt like for you. You know what I'm saying?
It's very upsetting, but it's like, it's funny to me, too. It's funny because, damn, y'all niggas is some bitches. Like, you feel me? But the thing is, like I told you, girls are more loyal than guys. Like, you
You
understand?
did say
We're
that,
just
yeah.
way more loyal than guys. And I just feel like, damn, like the world has changed. Everybody is for clout. Everybody's doing this to look a certain way. And it's like, for instance, when you have a rapper, right, and they talk about doing all the shit they do, oh, fighting, shooting, whatever, and they do it, people looking at them crazy. But then when they talk about fighting and shit like that, and there's a video that come out about them getting pressed and not doing something,
Mm-hmm.
people talk about them crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, when do you win? You feel me? Like, I feel like whatever you talk about, you just gotta stand by it. Like, you understand? Everything that I speak about, I stand by it. Everything that I say, I stand behind it 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. Everything
Yeah.
that I do, I stand behind it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, I'm a fighter, and then when people come to try to fight me, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, hold up. You feel me? No, I was just pretending for the cameras. Like, it don't work like that.
And that ain't even some shit. Like, yeah, I mean, it's the topic of conversation right now. We're talking about, I guess, posers in a sense. But to me, like, when it comes to a person being like having a no tolerance for disrespect or defending themselves, that's not even something you really like. I'm not finna walk around talking about what I would do and all that shit. Like, that ain't even a conversation that people
Yeah,
really
like,
have when
why
they
do you need to
really.
explain that?
There's nothing. Honestly, I want to have a peaceful day, my nigga. I don't even want to have to do none of that if I don't have to. So when you talk about it a lot, and when you constantly posing and constantly letting motherfuckers know and trying to tell people how tough you are and shit, to me, like, I just don't buy none of that shit.
I don't buy it either. I just feel like I find it. That's one of the things, topics that somebody brought up today in my
Mm-hmm.
DM, and I honestly felt like it was a good topic because it's not only Takashi, it's a few different rappers who are claiming a gang or yelling out gang shit for clout. You understand?
Mm.
Or for some type of protection, and it's like, turn that shit then. Really be
Mm-hmm.
it. You feel me? Be it.
Mm-hmm.
Live by the rules, follow protocol, stand by that shit. You feel me? Like, don't just claim it because you feel it look good. Don't just claim it because it's for protection. Don't just, like, be it. Really be it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you understand? Really turn that shit and really stand by all the laws that come with it and stand 10 toes. So, on another note,
Yes.
they said Candace Owens.
You can stop right there as far as I'm concerned. You know how I am about shit like
I
this.
just
Like,
learned
I
who
don't
she
even,
is.
like, I have nothing
I
for her.
love that T.I. got in her ass
Me
though, but he
too.
always gets in their ass. Like, he is so smart, it's
the
crazy.
the thing about people like
Expeditiously.
her, the thing about people like Candace Owens, first of all, fuck that bitch. I hate Candace Owens.
I see. Okay, so I stay in my own lane. I
Of
don't be looking at
course,
certain
of
shit.
course.
I seen how she looked today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah, she look
god!
awful, don't she?
Clip
Yeah,
your ends.
right. She bitch look like Halloween. Yo, but
I'm
but
tired
but
of her ends.
she tired
She
of
needs
her
to clip her
ends.
ends.
Yeah, she
That
mad
hair looking.
thirsty.
That
It's
hair's
terrible,
That
man.
hair look bad. She need to clip her ends.
Her hair looks bad though, cause that's that evil and hatred coming up out of her body and shit. Thing about people like her, they're never really challenged by people who have an opposing point of view in forums like that.
Mm-hmm.
They usually, whenever they're invited to speak somewhere or be on a show or on a panel, it's all about what they
A
have
yes
to say.
man.
So the fact that Ti was there to be like, "Nah, bitch, you
Yes,
finna, we gonna
because
make this shit make sense
I
today."
heard. Listen, I got what he wrote. What he said. He said, Ti took the opportunity to jump down her throat with, "When you say make America great again, which period are we talking about?" He asked. The period where women couldn't vote, the period where we were hanging from trees, the crack era. Which period in America are you trying to make America like again? He didn't take his foot off her neck for the rest of the session.
Sure did, and I loved every second of the clip.
Now I want to go watch it because I love T.I.
I
Like,
thought it
love
was
that
a
he
joke
did that.
when I saw the post that she was even going to be at that, because that was at the Revolt Summit in Atlanta. I guess we should say that. That was at the Revolt Summit in Atlanta this past weekend. They had a bunch of panel discussions and shit about social issues and entrepreneurship, all kind of shit. But I saw flyers that she was even going to be there, and I thought it was a joke because of what she's known for, the type of rhetoric she spits, all that shit. And once I saw she was up there with Killer Mike and T.I. on that panel, I wanted to do cartwheels and backflips and shit. I was like, I hope they roll her ass like some
And they
dice.
fucking rolled her
Yeah.
motherfucking ass.
That's what they get. I hate her so much, and to me, there's just no need for her. There's no need for her. No need.
I like, now it really makes me want to get into, like, who she is and find out more about her and stuff like that.
She looked like Travis Scott.
I seen some pictures and I was just like,
Yep.
ew, like,
Yep.
what? Like, her ends is just irking me. Her hair is just irking me.
Yep.
So, you know, Popeyes had the
The
BYO.
BYOB
Yes,
shit.
BYOB.
What a bad marketing
Listen,
idea.
let me
Like,
tell you
who the
something.
fuck okayed that?
First of all, they're saying that just bring your own bun and order chicken tenders. That is a lie. When I ordered that sandwich, that was not chicken tenders on there. I eat chicken tenders from there. The chicken tenders is definitely not the same type of
That
chicken.
was
It's
like
not
chicken
juicy.
shoulder or something. I
Yes.
don't know what the fuck that shit was.
It was
But
big.
hell yeah.
It was juicy.
Yeah.
And it was not like the thin slices of the crispy
That's
chicken tenders.
ass or
That
something. I
was
don't know
that
what
is
the
why
hell.
they lying. I'm tired of Popeyes right now. They
They
getting me
playing.
tight. But I'm not gonna lie, Chick-fil-A got me upset the other day because they forgot my sauce. So yes. Yes.
Is the restaurant still standing?
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I made I made a Twitter, you know, and I
Shout out to
complained.
@Starbrim too.
Yes, I made a complaint on Twitter about Wingstop,
Mm-hmm.
about how the lady that was in there was so dirty. I discussed it. Remember when she was putting the ice? And they gave me a $50 coupon, right,
That's
to
what's
use, a
up.
gift card. I complained to Chick-fil-A about them missing my fucking sauce, which actually makes the nuggets. Like,
Yeah.
who eats the
What's
nuggets
the
without
point
a
if you don't
sauce?
have Chick-fil-A
Like,
sauce?
no sauce. Y'all didn't give me any sauce at all. They just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that this happened to you, and we hope that you can eat with us again." Like, what? Chick-fil-A. This is not
Chick-fil-A
the
ain't
type of
shit.
this is not the type of customer service that I'm used to getting from y'all. That right there was just like, what the
I
fuck?
hate that their food tastes so good because they actually really, they're Trump supporters. They
Yes.
mad homophobic, like all that shit. And I hate that Chick-fil-A tastes so damn good.
Because I be wanting to eat it, but
yeah,
it's like,
it's
oh my.
fucking delicious.
Okay, so what else is Trump supporters? McDonald's also, they said, right?
Well, I haven't heard that, but I
heard
definitely know that
McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A, you know, is a part of the thing when it comes to all of that bullshit, those
How do you know,
conservative
though?
issues. The owner of Chick-fil-A has had all sorts of
Because you said
fundraisers.
owner, like the person who started it,
The
because
person
you know
who-
they're different
Not franchise owners,
Okay.
but like the company.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So they have been associated. Prime example, there was a lawmaker. I can't remember what southern state it is, and I apologize for not being as researched for this as I should. But there was a southern state lawmaker who just signed like an anti-LGBT law. And when he
What?
did it, he had photographs taken of him and all the people around him
Uh-huh.
having Chick-fil-A. Because it's known, like they've given money, they've donated money to anti-LGBT groups, like all kind of shit. They're like known. So we really like it's really
Wait,
crazy.
so you think that if a person who was gay or anything, they can't work at Chick-fil-A, you think they wouldn't hire them?
Of course they have gay employees. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucking people who probably are donating money to the people who are donating money to these organizations on behalf of Chick-fil-A probably suck dick and eat. They're probably gay. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want anybody to know. And they actually want to
Wow.
fund organizations to stop
That's so crazy.
yeah, to stop any type of work for the betterment of people underneath the LGBT
I just feel like
umbrella.
this.
Yeah.
Why do anybody have an issue of what somebody else is doing?
Especially
or into
Chick-fil-A,
or who
bitch.
they're
You should want
with?
everybody to come in that door and buy
Yes,
chicken.
like-
You should give it down.
like,
You
I don't
should be
give a
like,
fuck.
we
Money
did not
is
support
green.
that. Yeah.
Money is green, baby, but they know they shit tastes so good that they probably could do what the fuck they
Yeah,
want.
and they're also so driven by whatever their hatred is against whatever group, you know what I'm saying, that they push that shit. And so that's why Chick-fil-A, it pains me so much to eat it, but I can't help it because it's so good.
It pains me so much.
It pains me, style. That sauce is good as fuck. I call it hate chicken. It's so
Hate
good.
chicken.
We got to get some of that hate chicken.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
And
Chick-fil-A.
with the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so there's a vape smoke ban.
I
in
heard
New York.
about this.
Explain that.
My home state, Michigan, actually was one of the first states to ban vaping or ban vape smoke apparatuses. They say that because of the popularity of kids actually vaping now, there's been an increase of like lung issues, people, I guess, blacking out, dying, having all kind of crazy
And
physical
is that like
effects.
also hookah? Is that what that is also, or
I don't know if hookah falls under that ban, but I know
Mm-hmm.
specifically like vapes, pens, all that kind of shit.
but so some pins are hookah,
Hookah
pins,
pens,
though, right?
yeah.
So you think that falls into it?
I think those pins do.
Wow.
But I don't know if it affects like, you know, like hookah lounges and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's still cool, but I know they banned actual vapes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I thought it was
wow.
crazy too. Instead of just parenting your kids,
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? So
Right?
your
Like,
kids like don't
that's-
vape.
that's just
Yeah,
fucking
like,
crazy.
I mean,
Like
Yeah.
that all of them is going through these type of effects too though. Like what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
see, that's why you just shouldn't do no
How much you
drugs.
damn vaping though? If you
Yeah.
like, if it's fucking you like that, god damn, like.
Okay, Kanye West is dropping some new Yeezys. You seen them?
Yeah, they look like Crocs.
I would never wear those.
They ugly.
Why the fuck, yo? And I guarantee you, motherfuckers is gonna wear them shits too. Like
Of
looking
course they are.
stupid as fuck. Like
I thought they were ugly too. They look like nurse Yeezys. I
yes,
don't know,
yes,
like,
they
like,
do.
So
They
what
do.
kind of RNCNA
They
ass
trying to
Yeezys
make. They
is
trying to
these?
make your feet stay cool all the
I
time.
guess
Those
so.
are actual holes, right?
Yeah, that's what,
What
it
the
looked like. The
fuck?
picture I saw, they literally look like
They look
a
like they're
Yeezy
holes
version of
inside.
Crocs.
Yes, and it's like, so am
Yeah.
I supposed to just wear these in the summertime? Because there's no way. I don't care how many socks you put on. Your foot is gonna be cold.
And why am I gonna walk around in a big ass rubber? I don't know. It just ain't for me. They look like jet skis.
Yo, they're breathable holes.
Yeah, okay, Kanye. And plus, people be having terrible feet anyway. Everybody's feet don't need to be visible.
Yes, and some people feet stink.
Yeah.
They just got an odor all the time. Like it's just always stinky.
I'm a foot person. I put a lot of accountability on people's feet.
Feet, right?
Like, you supposed to have your motherfucking feet together. Like, you just should. It's something you should just do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like these Yeezys gonna ruin it for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see them feet like,
Oh hell no.
fuck that. Like, never mind, motherfucker. Like,
Stay over there, bitch.
yeah.
You heard about the Pennsylvania couple that are facing a felony charge because they spent the $120K that was accidentally deposited into their account?
I did.
Oh God.
Star, Lord
Feds,
Jesus.
feds. Listen, feds. Listen, federales. Listen.
What
I'm
Mystical
sorry,
say, it
feds.
ain't my fault.
I would have
Shit.
spent that shit.
Like,
You bugging the fuck out. I'm supposed to tell the teller this is not. No.
and guess where the first place I would have made a purchase is? My lawyer's office. I'd
Right?
be like, all right, so bust this. When I went to the bank today, that's what happened. You tell me how we gonna make this shit stay where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they said like when they commented, they said the money was debited from their account, and the couple said they knew the money didn't belong to them, but stated, all I'm going to say is we took some bad legal advice from some people, and it probably wasn't the best thing in the end.
No shit,
Listen,
Charlotte.
they even said that they gave, like, the bank state, they contacted the couple several times, and when they eventually got through, the Williams stated they no longer had the money, which I don't understand. I ain't spending that much. I ain't spending that, but whatever.
Especially not of that. I'm going to take
yeah.
a portion of that and flip it on some shit that I can spend.
Right?
Hello?
But whatever. Maybe they lying, because I would have lied too. Stated they no longer had the money.
Right, just not about
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes, I would have lied and said I ain't had the money either. You feel me? Having used it to pay bills, buy a SUV, and gave $15K to friends in need of money. I'm not giving that to nobody. I'm
First
sorry.
of all, you
Friends?
ain't got enough money to be giving out if you got $120,000. That ain't enough. That's enough money to get some shit done, but that ain't enough money to be giving out. You
I'm
know
not
what
giving
I'm
out
saying?
$15K. I can give out like a little $1K, little $500, little,
I mean,
little $2,000.
Second
15?
of all, like I said, I just
Nah.
would have went to my lawyer first. Like, all right, so how we gonna make
Like you
this
see,
work?
like you know, I don't like talking about this bitch, but you see Black China, how she was arguing with her best friend Treasure about money. And one thing I can say, I kind of say that I can take Black China's side with this one, because I don't give a fuck when I lent you money. Don't tell me it was last year, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, she was like, oh, that was last year. It was only who's just giving out 10K or 15K? Because if that's the case, point them to the direction of me, because I
And
need
me
them.
especially.
You feel me? So
I need to see them about 5 times.
yes, what are you talking about? Like, I could see them once and flip it. You feel me? I'm good at this. Like, you feel me? So, what do you mean that, oh, that was last year? That shit just turned me off, because I felt like she should just be like, yeah, you have. But for
Yeah.
her to try to make an excuse like, oh, okay. Oh, it's like she's not entitled to give you anything.
There's also no expiration on gratitude.
yes,
like
friendship doesn't cost money.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not supposed to cost. So, it's not like, oh, yeah,
you don't
you're
stop
telling
being
me.
thankful for
Yes,
shit. Like,
that was last year.
nah.
And it's like, I was kind of feeling bad, because when you showed me clips before, I felt like, your old Treasure's her close friend. Why she talking to her like this? You know? But now I feel like, yeah, fuck you, Treasure. Like, you bugging the fuck out. Like,
I also, though, feel like she kind of, like, I'm not privy. Well, so, like, when I watched the episode this week,
because I never watched the show,
and you
but
know,
I
I've been
seen the
keeping
little
up with
clip.
that shit.
Yes.
So, like, when I watched it this week, I saw more of that conversation.
And how was it?
Low key, China just kind of switched it up on her. One day, China was kind of frustrated in her feelings about the people around her and shit.
Mhm.
And
got
I think
mad.
she just switched it up on Treasure. So when we saw that clip and she was saying like, that was last year or whatever, that was kind of in response.
To why is this coming up now?
Yeah,
Oh,
kinda.
okay.
But
Makes
but
sense.
but I still think though that don't change the point of what you just said. Cause to me, no matter when I gave you that, or no matter when you gave me that, I'm always gonna be like, you know what?
I'm always gonna be thankful because at the end of the day,
Always.
Nobody is entitled to give you
And see
anything.
where Treasure fucked up was she allowed China mentioning that to her to distract her from her original point, which was, why have you stopped answering my calls and shit? She allowed China saying that she gave her that money to distract her by making it now about
The
whether or
money.
not exactly, instead of just sticking to it. And I personally feel like that's how you know she was just coming from a place of shit
Mhm.
that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we focusing on that when that wasn't even what we were talking about in
About the whole
first place?
situation. Yeah, you know me. I don't watch the whole. I never
Yeah.
watched the episode
Yeah,
because fuck
yeah.
that bitch.
I had to
But
make you watch them
yeah, you had
clips.
to make
Like,
me.
I
You
was
had to
like, no,
make me watch
you
them
gonna
clips.
laugh like, watch this shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
What she be saying?
I'm ready to get. Come on, you ready? On the
Yes.
count of three. Here
Yes.
we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I'm ready to get the
fuck ASAP.
I can't stand that bitch either. Bitch.
She can't stand her motherfucking self.
Yes, I can't stand
They
that
went
bitch.
to
I told
therapy.
you. I told you that. Did I ever tell the listeners about the
I
situation?
don't think you told them. You
Did
might
I
as well
tell
let them
them?
know what's up.
Okay, so
This your platform.
okay,
You know.
so the situation with Black China, I basically remember I did speak about that. I spoke about how I reposted the video because I felt that what the fuck this is yeah.
Mhm.
But the situation with her mom, now
right.
is her mom was going to certain blogs and telling the blogs that she pressed me, that she pressed me, that she pressed
Like
me,
she checked you,
like
she
she
pressed
like
you.
she pressed me, she checked me, like she checked me. So you know me, bitch, you ain't checked me, ho. So I pulled up in sis inbox like, who did you press? Like, cause you ain't never pressed me. Why the fuck is you going to these blogs talking about you press me, bitch? She like, Star, I don't have time for this. No, bitch, you gonna make time for this. Fuck you talking about, cause I know for a fact you never pressed me, bitch, cause you could send the location. Like, I gives a fuck about nobody's mother that disrespects me. You feel me? Like, once you disrespect me, bitch, I'm grown. I pay bills just like you. Like,
At that
so
point, I
yeah,
mean,
you
yeah.
talk about you pressing people, like you have no respect, so you ain't gonna get no respect, bitch. Like, so nah, I can't. I don't like that bitch. That bitch said she pressed me. Then talk about she don't got time. You better find time
Right.
ASAP.
After this shit.
The fuck? Find some fucking time. Talking about you. Why would you lie? Like, who does that? Like, that would make me feel like she's a whole liar. Like, like I don't be believing anything she says about Black China because it's like you a liar. Like
I don't
you
either.
lied on me and I don't even know you.
That's where
We
Black
never
China
had this
get that shit
conversation.
from though when it comes to that Treasure shit. It's because of the way her mom has engaged with her and interacted with her. Her mom has been like completely impossible
Yes,
in them
like
therapy
I
sessions,
honestly feel
unwilling to
like
do any
I don't
work.
think
Like,
I feel like the way her mom talks to her is
that's
like, oh
wild.
my God.
Can you imagine?
That my
Remember
feelings
that
would be
shit we
so
said?
hurt. Yes, like
She
whew.
like, you remember she was talking about her Black China kids and she's like, you fucked for them joints, not me. Like, fuck it,
Yeah,
I ain't
like
gotta see.
that. I don't know. Like
How
I'm
the
sorry.
fuck you supposed to respond
At
to some
that
shit
point in
like that?
time,
That's
you're
what
no
I'm.
longer my mom, and I'm trying to
Dog.
put my hands and my feet on you.
Do you see what I'm
Hands and
saying?
feet.
What is the appropriate response to somebody speaking to you like that?
I don't know.
There ain't
but
one. It's only one way to respond to that
it's
sort
with my
of energy.
hands. Cause what the fuck? Like I feel like she is so lucky that Black China never put her hands on her because this type of bitch right
She
here,
be
the type of bitch that I
wildin'.
am, you can't that shit right there, I'm an emotional being. I would have got so sad and mad that shit would have turned into anger and I would have had to put
Yeah.
my hands on you. Like,
Cause my fucking feelings would have been hurt. You
yeah,
my
you
goddamn
whole
mama
mom.
talking to me, calling me all kind of whores and bitches and all kind of shit.
I don't
like,
know. Like I don't know how.
fuck you mean?
In a sense, I honestly do feel sorry for Black China going through stuff like that. Like I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
that
hide.
shit,
I mean, what the
yeah,
fuck?
I don't like shit like that. That's not cool.
And to see it, it's one thing for us to know and like make sort of like some sort of like judgment shit about their relationship, but to see that shit, like,
yes, like I never really understood and really knew what was going on with them, but for the little clips you seen me is like, what the fuck?
okay, so enough of these motherfuckers that literally what you say. Sierra said for us to do, mind the business that pays
Yes,
us,
mind the
right?
motherfucking business that pays you.
So I think a great way to do that is by tapping into your Brim Gmail account, which let the people know again they can come in there with even stay out. This is where I come in. Stay out our motherfucking DMs with the bullshit. If we got a whole email account called askstarbrim@gmail.com, send your shit there. If you
Yes,
have something you want to talk about,
starbrim
there.
at
Relax that shit in her
gmail.com.
DMs, man.
Please, like, I don't know, but off subject, I just find it very upsetting and weird when people sending me, a whole bunch of DMs asking for money and to
Mm-hmm.
help them with this. I'm not sending nobody no money.
First of all, I don't know you.
I'm not sending nobody no money. I have my own set of problems. I have my own set of bills, and I have my own set of close people that I take care of. I am not sending nobody money. Nobody money.
You making me laugh,
I
dog.
don't
You
care
gotta
what
stop.
your
Wait,
situation
what you?
is.
One more time. You ain't what?
Sending nobody money.
That's it.
Nobody. Nobody.
Man.
Like,
So they asked you for just straight up
listen,
asking
they
for
ask
money.
me for money, come up with excuses about they need to take their kids school shopping, they need to get their kids hair done, they need to feed their kids, they need to pay for their housing for their kids. There's always a kid involved. That's the funny thing.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's
they think
always,
that'll make you feel.
and I don't. I feel bad for nobody but myself. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm here in this lonely, crazy world. I do not feel bad. I don't know if it's the truth. Honestly, this is 90% of it is scams.
Yep.
I know because I was a scammer. So I understand and I know, but guess what? You're not gonna get me. It's like you can't G a G, you can't scam a scammer, bro.
Yep.
I've been there and done that.
Yep.
I don't just leave my inbox with it. Like, people ask me to pay for them to get their body done, pay for them to get their hair done, pay for them to get their teeth done. I don't give a fuck how much money I make in life. I'm not giving nobody money. Nobody.
That's it. So y'all can
Period.
kill that shit.
Yes, please. But definitely hit the email.
Yeah.
And askstarbrim@gmail.com. And
Just don't ask
in.
her that. Yeah. That's
Please
it.
stop asking, how can you scam? I already said before, I
She don't know what you talking about.
I don't know federales, okay? I don't know.
Right.
Like, I don't know how you could scam. Like, that's not something I do. I don't know how you could get into stripping. That's
Nope.
not something I ever did. I don't know how you could get into bartending because I don't bartend.
Nope.
Like, I don't know anything.
All we know is that you can catch Keepin in Bute every Wednesday
At 8
on
o'clock.
all digital streaming platforms, niggas.
Yeah, at 8 a.m.
That's
You
what we
understand?
know.
Like, that's all I fucking know. I don't know anything.
All right, so back to the email account.
This first one, I just don't even want to do. I just feel like
We
You know
gotta
what?
get the people the
All
update.
right.
Let's give them the
Okay.
update,
whatever.
and let's just see what people think. So y'all remember we had an email from Ron who said that his girlfriend / baby mama was cheating with his brother, and we were like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, we
Yes, like,
completely like.
Lost it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that could work out. at
So
all.
like, let's definitely add this update so people can see what the fuck craziness was going on. So Ron says, just an update, and this is probably going to be my last because I fucked up. First and foremost, my brother is my fraternal twin. So that means they twin brothers, y'all. They just don't look alike.
Why he didn't say that before?
Because he's probably lying. So he
Exactly.
said he didn't work and lived with our parents. I just put him on at my job. It's a lower position than mine, but I wanted the nigga to have a check other than his child's mother.
Do you see how long this is?
And some benefits. Yeah, so we're going to sum this up. He said that.
Long story short, his
Ooh,
mom,
stop.
I think, was because yes. Long story short.
Ooh.
Long story short, his mom was having a party or something like that. Was it a parents' party? Let's see. Email dad. Okay, his dad's birthday party.
Right.
And his brother must have invited the baby mother because he didn't invite the baby mother, and the parents didn't invite the baby mother because the baby mother and the parents don't really get along with each other.
So the only person, yeah.
Could have been him. So basically, she said that when he said when he got there, she approached him like,
we can make this.
we can
go
make this
away.
better if I suck your dick. Like, basically, like, you feel me? Like, whatever's going on could be sucked away. And he said he never hit a female before, or even raised his voice, but he had to smack the fire out of her. And when he smacked fire out of her, his brother jumped up trying to defend her, and he smacked the shit out of him too. He said he fell, and after that he went black. All he remembered is his parents' living room was fucked up. The officers was taking statements, and he was being placed in cuffs.
Yeah, so you lied. Nice try. The update was cool, but you wrote the first email a lot better. So if you try, I'm a writer, you know what I'm saying? So if you, I guess I can give you a little writer's advice, you know what I'm saying? The first
Listen,
draft of
I
the email was
explained
much
the
better.
situation to the officers, and he said he understood, but because I'm on probation for assault already, he had to take me in. Obviously, I'm out now, but I got caught on the first. The only thing I regret is that my family and my son had to see that. But pray for me, y'all. I honestly feel like this whole thing is a lie.
It is.
And I don't like the writer.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
And you could have done better. Like, I'm not even going to clown you
Now-
like
now
I
that-
could
now
for
that's
writing
your
this bullshit
twin.
in here.
Now that's your twin.
Fraternal. And then all I remember is,
I blacked out.
and I got caught on the first. Well, I hope they keep. Never mind. Anyway.
Now he blacked out. Like, and wait, but I thought and he also said that he was soft spoken and doesn't, get into things. But
Right,
you
but
got
you tore
an
your
assault case
parents'
already.
living room up.
But
Yeah.
but fuck that. You got already
Right.
another assault case. So how soft spoken or to yourself are you? Like, shut up.
And
Stop
how
lying.
you out if you got another case anyway?
I don't know.
I just want to throw this. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, okay,
Maybe he's out on bail.
maybe so. Maybe. Don't. Anyway, okay. So first email this week comes from Urethra. That's what we'll name her. She says, "Hey Star, I've been with my baby. You know what a urethra is? It's the hole you pee
Yeah,
out."
yes, I know what a urethra is.
I don't know why I'm being silly this week,
Like,
yo.
no,
Okay.
no, that's a country.
51. It's our 51st country.
You mean 51st state?
We had 50 countries this week. Boom. So urethra
Oh,
is
I thought
51.
you meant country altogether. I was about to say,
See?
I just found out it's way more than 50 countries.
See?
Hey,
See?
yes, okay.
Urethra. Anyway, that's still
Urethra.
her name. So, hey, Star. I've been with my baby father about 7 years, and I'm 24, so he's my first everything. Okay? We have 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. My baby's father has cheated multiple times, and now he's about to do a bid in jail and expects me to hold him down.
Run.
But honestly, I plan on leaving him while he's in there.
Yes.
Looks like she heard you. So I want to know what I think. I want to know, what should I do? Am I wrong for trying to leave him while he's locked up, or should I hold him
think
down?
that you should leave him before he's locked up because he's cheated on you multiple times. I feel like as far as commissary and, putting a little bit of money in his account, I feel like that's the most that you should do. I don't feel like you have to go see him. I don't feel like you should have to pick up his phone calls, and I don't feel like you should have to write him. I feel like the bitches that he cheated on you with should be doing all that. But I would never want to leave a person hungry in jail because I know how it feels to be hungry. So as far as feeding him, I feel like you could feed a person that have no communication. I feed a lot of motherfuckers in jail, and they don't even got my number. I know their registered number. I know your name. I send what the fuck I need to send, and that's that. I don't feel like you need to hold him down in any other way but feeding him.
What about taking them kids to see him?
I feel like his mother could do that.
Sure could.
I feel like
It's her fault anyway. He ain't shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
just
exactly. You know how I feel about these mothers, but I feel like his mother could do it. I feel like it's other probably people that's close to him, sisters, cousins. You understand that could keep that communication. I feel like even if you don't have that, then okay, going to see him, once every 2-3 weeks, or once a month. Make it
2-3 months.
Yeah, make it. No, that's a lot. I think once a month is once a month to see your kids. Cool.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes, to see the kids.
Yeah,
I mean, not for her, but for him to see the kids. No private visits where the kids is not there.
Yeah.
Of course not. But to go see your kids, of course. Like I feel like the kids should go. See him. But I don't feel like, as far as relationship wise, that she should keep that going even on the outside. So if you gonna sit there and wait till he go to jail, cool. But I do feel like you shouldn't leave him hungry in there.
That's dope. What do you think about like bringing little kids up for visitation at prisons and jails? What do you think about that?
What you mean, like how little?
Well, like her kids are 6 and 4. So what do you think? How little do you think is too young? Like to bring kids into that environment.
Okay, so when I see I have been on the floor and seen newborn babies. I feel like that. Come on now, like that's the dirtiest place in the world. Why are you bringing newborn babies in here? I also feel like, the thing is like I can't really tell too much because I know it's real good fathers out there that want to see their kids. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So it's like
Facts.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not the kid's fault that you did something and now you're in jail. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So, and I know how it feels for, like, I have a homegirl and her kids know, the father is, and every time they're like, "Oh, could we go see him? When is he coming home?" That starts to take a toll on any female who,
Mm-hmm.
their kids already know who the father is.
Yeah.
So it's
Hell
like they're
yeah.
gonna be always asking for daddy and stuff like that. So I really can't tell. I just feel like newborn babies and babies that's like can't even walk yet and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I just don't feel like they should just be up there. Like I don't feel it. But then again, who am I to? Because what about if I have a baby and God forbid the person I'm with is in jail? I'm gonna want them to have that connection and to see their kid. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna want the kid to know this face is familiar, so that when they come out, they don't just cry every time he go to try to pick him up or
Yeah.
something
And they
like
don't
that. You
even know.
understand?
Yeah.
Because they
Hell
don't know
yeah.
who they are. Like, who's this stranger? So it's really hard to tell. I just feel like newborn babies, no. But other than that, it's really, really hard to say. What about
Yeah.
you?
I mean, to me, I don't think that's the ideal circumstance that anybody would want their kid in. But honestly, that's not the ideal circumstance anybody would want to be in the first damn place. So
Yes.
now that we here and we have to be here, I need to have a connection with my children. So I think that if the kids can ask for the parent,
Mhm.
if the kids know that there's an absence
Mhm.
of this person, I would make sure that I could fill in that gap, because the one thing I wouldn't want my kid to do is have questions and start to think it
Exactly.
was their fault or
Mhm.
any of that shit. You have to be in open communication with them to avoid that. So if my kid could talk and ask for the parent or any of that shit,
You think
then
they should be going up
that's
there?
your job.
I, I
You
also
figure that
feel like
out.
these females and these men shouldn't use kids though. Like, you understand?
Hmm.
Like, oh, I'm going up there to see him to bring his kids, or I'm
Right,
not bringing your
right.
kids up there to see you because you getting me
That's
mad,
not
or
cool.
oh, bring my kids up here knowing that you done did this girl dirty a million times, and now you keep trying to force her to come up there instead
Because
of
of them
making her live
kids,
your life,
yeah.
and you using the kids when really in
It
reality
ain't
you
even
just, it's
about
not
that.
about the
Yeah.
kids. So I feel like that's another thing too. Like, I don't want anybody feeling like they should just using kids and stuff like that. So you gotta have a
Some
strong
sort of
mind, and yes,
integrity,
and
like,
think and know, like, don't be dumb.
yeah, I agree.
Don't be dumb for these niggas. This is a long ass other one. Oh my god.
Our next email is long this week.
Yes, I think we should go to the other one.
All
Email
right.
3, because email 2 is long.
And plus, we don't want to talk about no damn. Anyway, so yeah, let's go to email 3. This should
What?
be interesting anyway. What's good, Star? I'm Moses and I'm from the Bronx. I fuck with your vibes heavy, but what would you do if you had a jealous bro? Someone that's supposed to be your friend, but you can dead ass tell they try to dim your light because they're a little jealous. How would you handle them?
I would cut them off. I can't allow anybody that I feel is jealous or envious to be around me, because the closest people to you is the people who can line you, set you up. I don't know. I'm in the streets, so I feel like everything is, they're gonna try to kill me, they're gonna try
Yep.
to rob me, or they're gonna try to set me up. You understand? So I feel like if you have, and even if you're not in the street, why would you want somebody around you that doesn't have the best interests for you? Like, you understand, who's trying to dim your light or who's jealous of you? Like, I want everybody around me to do good and do better. Like,
Yep.
even when I had friends that was in relationships and good relationships, and I was in a horrible one, I used to always promote their relationships. Like, oh yeah, stay with him, make sure I never dimmed their light, because at the end of the day I felt like this is why now I be having so much good karma coming my way,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't care what I'm going through. That is not gonna affect the way I, look at you or want you to have your
Mm-hmm.
life. Just because I'm going through something fucked up doesn't mean I want you to have the same shit. Like, no, I want you to do better than me. Like,
Yep.
help me, sis. Like, you feel
Yeah.
me? So I feel like anybody who has a jealous person around them, period, that person doesn't need to be around you, especially if you could feel it. Like, if you could feel that shit, why? Like, what's the point? Like, are you using him for a pawn? Like, what is his purpose? If he has no purpose, then there's no way that I feel you should have him around.
I think that it ain't no place, and this is just real short and sweet, right? I don't think it's no place for jealousy in no romantic relationship. It ain't no place for jealousy in no friendship. It's no place for jealousy in relationships with your family. anybody that you love, care about, anybody that you want to enjoy being around, there's no place for jealousy and envy in them relationships. And if you do see it, that's how you know that the relationship is not what you thought it was. That's not your friend. That's not your bro. Your real bro is going to root for you, do what they can to help make sure that you always win. That's what friendship and those sort of interactions are
Yes,
about.
and I feel like it's so
It's not your
so
friend,
it's so
dog.
easy to root somebody on. It's so easy to be there. It's so easy to support, and it doesn't have to be financially. Like you understand, it could be there emotionally. It could be
That's
there
it. It's just the
physically.
support.
Yes, so
Like,
it's like, why would you want somebody that's dimming your light, or like I'm confused because they're a little jealous? Why?
that's
Like
not your
like
friend.
there's is not one person that I could sit here and say, "Oh my God, I'm jealous of."
Me
Like you
either,
understand?
on
Like
God.
on God
I've
sandals,
never
bro.
been like that. I've
Like
always wanted people to,
like when I grew up, I used to always be like, "Damn, she look good. I can't wait
yeah,
to,
to
I
I
can
can do my shit
yes."
like
Like I used to be
boom.
like, "Oh, her sneaker game is fire. I can't
Yep,
wait till my sneaker game
yep,
is fire." Like you feel me?
yep,
Like I have a homegirl, my homegirl Star. She's fly as fuck, and I just be
yep,
like, "Yo, I can't wait to get fly like her."
yep,
You feel me? But then
yep.
it's like, hell no, I ain't spending as much money as her. She bugging the fuck out. Like, but it's never like jealousy. Like you understand?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always like, yo, she doing her
And
fucking
that's, I
thing.
love
Like
seeing my
she doing her
friends
thing. Matter of
on
fact,
they
you met
shit.
her. She was the one that had on the black dress at the dinner and the Gucci's.
She was cool as fuck with
Yes.
with the black
With
hair.
the black
Yeah,
hair,
she was sitting
yes.
actually right across from me.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. And
What's
that
up,
was her first
girl?
that was her first time eating the oyster.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes,
She
like
was so cool.
yes, she's fly as fuck. Like I
Yeah,
fucks with her hard. You understand? And I just always be like, yo, my friend fly as fuck. My friend could dress her ass off.
yeah,
It's
hell
like
yeah.
you feel me? It's never a competition. It's never me feeling jealous. It's never nothing. Like I call her for, yo, what should I wear with this? Cause me, I'm the type of bitch. As long as my sneakers cost, I don't give a fuck. I put
Yeah,
whatever the fuck I want on. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like
yeah,
you understand? As long as it match.
yeah.
That's how I feel. So it's like I don't understand how you could even want to be around a person who's. I would be nervous to be around a person
I wouldn't be around nobody that's jealous of me.
jealous of me. Like I'm nervous. Like
I'm
what are
not.
what are they gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
What are they gonna
And
do?
what are they doing here? Because what you're not about to do is be around me, get to know all the vulnerable information
Yes,
about
and then
me.
plot against
Like
me.
that, it's just not going down like
Yes,
that.
that's just how I definitely feel. Like I definitely feel like I don't know. I would never. You need to cut that person off. But I also want to thank everybody for always tuning in.
You wrapping up, girl?
Yes, I'm wrapping it up. I just want to always thank everybody for tuning in. I want to remind everybody that the podcast drops Wednesday mornings and the full video will drop Friday morning on YouTube.
Oh shit, we about to splash
Yes,
YouTube.
Ambitious Audio Network. It will be on YouTube channel.
Okay.
The podcast is also available on all podcast apps. Just search Star Brim or Keepin' It Bute.
Yep.
Or
It ain't
you
hard
can
to find you.
click the link in my bio.
It ain't
It's
hard
gonna
to
always
find
be
you.
right there.
When they search Star Brim and all these podcast apps, that picture pops up. They know what the fuck it is.
Stop playing around. Stop acting like y'all don't fucking know.
Y'all know
Make
what it
sure to
is.
rate. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment. I do read all y'all comments just to let
Yep.
y'all know, even though I might not respond because I'm a changed person. You feel me? So I don't respond, to negativity. And honestly, it's be so much positive that I can't respond.
So
Like,
much
if
love.
if it was like a little bit of love, then I would be able to respond to like 10. But it'd be so much love that I can't respond because I don't want one person to feel like, oh, she responded to this person but not responding to me.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'd rather just be silent altogether and not respond. But don't ever take that for me not being, grateful that
Mhm.
I'm getting so much love and everybody
You feel
is
it. You
yes,
feel that.
yes. I get people that come to me all the time, So I'm definitely feeling it. I just don't have the time, to
Mhm.
respond. Or
That's
when I do
real.
have the time to respond, I don't want to respond because then I gotta respond to 1,000 comments. And I
Mhm.
can't do that.
Mhm.
I'm not a robot. It won't work out. But if I ever find a robot that can, I got y'all.
I'm just glad we ain't gotta block no weave pages no more. God damn, was you getting all them goddamn weave? It was like this spam
Weave?
thing. Weave. It was this spam thing that happened on Instagram where all these pages that like advertised weave, it would be like weave bundles, but it was like a spammy thing.
What?
And you had to block them like all the day for like a year. It was
Wait.
crazy.
Was I in prison? Cause I don't remember that
Damn,
shit.
you low key.
I was.
It might have been when.
Oh, cause I'm like, I don't remember that.
Might have been when you was out of town. You know what I'm saying? It might have been.
when I went on my little
you know.
vacation, my little vacation. Yeah, I think I was out of town for that one. But you
Yeah.
know, everybody, thank y'all again for keeping it fucking Bute.
That's fucking right.
Fuck all y'all raggedy bitches, y'all bald-headed hoes, and y'all crusty lip bitches. I still don't fuck with y'all.
Especially you, Candace Owens.
Especially you, Candace Owen. Get them ends clipped. I don't like talking about nobody hair because I always put my hair in a raggedy ass bun. But listen,
Your bun
them
ain't
ends,
raggedy.
them ends, sis. Come on.
Yeah, rough ends.
They
Anyway.
need to go.
That's what's up. So episode 5, keeping it
Episode
Bute.
5, keeping it Bute.
They know where to find you. That's what's up. And they'll
Yer.
be back for episode 6.
Yer.
Word. Keep it Bute.
Keep it fucking Bute.